Hello. So I wanted to talk today about goal setting and keeping track of achievements and keeping things pushing forward when you're building a business or starting something new and you just have something that you want to accomplish. So I'm a huge list maker. I'm always writing stuff down. I'm always buying new notebooks before filling up the old ones. I love the lists. I love the feeling of crossing off the things that I did. But my issue sometimes can be that I'll set these big goals. I love goal setting. I think the idea of setting something and then creating the baby steps to get there keeps it from being too overwhelming, and it gives you this snowball sense of accomplishment. Like you tackle this one little thing today, the next day you can do something a little bit bigger. Pretty soon you've achieved this goal that you once thought was impossible. So I think it's really cool. But a big problem that I run into is I'll set this goal and then maybe I just won't be in the mood to do what that certain goal requires. Like if I'm feeling more introverted that day, but that goal requires reaching out to new people or going to stores to see if they want to carry the things that Party Wolf is making. So what I've started doing is just, I'll keep a list at the end of the day of things I did for the business today, for instance, since I'm focusing on building my company, which is Party Wolf, www.partywolfparty.com if you want to check it out. But anyways, I'm finding the issue with not achieving the goals that I had set for myself was that I would beat myself up and I would question if I didn't have the willpower, if I didn't have the discipline, what was my problem? And it just turned really negative, and I would keep trying to set that goal and I would keep just not being able to do it. And then that resistance would grow as I continued to shame myself for not being in the mood for it or not being just able to accomplish it that day. So in the last few days, though, I've just been doing, what did I do to move the business forward today? What did I do for the business? And what I'm finding is I'm doing a lot. And when I list it all, it gives me the sense of satisfaction. I'm taking time out to acknowledge the work that I'm doing and to kind of celebrate a little bit. Like, oh, I did send an email to the store that said they were interested in carrying these things. Or I worked for 4 hours sewing these flags. Or I designed my business cards today, whatever it was. And so I find that I build this momentum and this motivation that way. So at the end of the day, I just say, what did I do? And when I keep that in mind, then the next day, I know I'm going to make this list at the end of the day. And so I find myself looking for things that I can do more often to keep that going and to kind of reach those goals. And so it's more of it's a little more nebulous, and I think there's still a place for setting concrete goals. Like there's certain things that are going to have time deadlines, or there's certain things that you just have to do to move it forward. And then there's different practices you can do to get into alignment when it's something that you're just not feeling like doing, or you're scared to do, or it's kind of not as fun as creating. It's more office worky and you don't feel aligned with it. So there's practices to get into that. But when there's just a lot of things that you can be doing, just try kind of going with the flow, so to speak, and then just track it at the end of the day, celebrate it, and you'll find that you're actually doing a lot. You're encouraged to do more the next day, and you just keep that momentum going, and you're building something great as you go. And with that, I will leave you, and please feel free to share in the comments anything you want to know more about, or anything you have questions or you want to hear about, because I love hearing from you. And I want to know, I'm here to serve you, so I want to know what you want to hear about. So thanks for watching, and subscribe to the channel if you like it, and I'll see you next time.